Hi, today's good person to know is Hannah Smith. She's a content strategist at Distilled. Her presentation is called Throwing Shit Against the Wall and Analysing What Sticks. And if you ask me, that's a pretty attention-grabbing headline, and she's got my attention for sure. Hannah says it's about presenting an idea and testing it, that when you do content marketing, you really need to think about whether or not the content is educational, entertaining, persuading, and also if it's going to convert into sales. She goes, you need to produce content that people will love because hopefully they'll share it, and that's when things can go viral. Hannah gives a really example about Red Bull. Nobody cares about the soft drink, but they do care about extreme sports, and that's why Red Bull don't promote their soft drink, but they promote the extreme sport, and that's why people are so tuned into them. She also finishes off by giving 5 tips that she's learnt along the way. First one is pick your battles. The second one, recognise when you can go wrong. Third one, make your content go further. Fourth, plan to fail. 5, learn from failure. Now, I hope you really enjoy this video because it's all about content marketing and what you should be doing in order to get more people to like your content. So I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for watching.
What I'm really talking about here is presenting an idea and testing the reaction. What do? It looks a bit like this. This is a content marketing matrix that I've shamelessly stolen from a company called Smart Insights. And I think you can split content into these 4 key areas. You have content to entertain. That's kind of your viral content, the content you want people to share. It has an emotional pull, and it's for the top of the funnel. It's for awareness. You then have content to educate. This has a rational appeal to people. Again, very top of the funnel. It's more about awareness than purchase. Now, all of these are important, all of them. But today I'm specifically talking about content to entertain and educate. This is another piece of content we did for a company called Simply Business. They're a small business insurance provider. And this is a guide to Google+. So it's a guide to help small businesses market themselves better. Essentially what I'm trying to do is create content that will blow people's minds. What I'm trying to do is create things that people will love because I need them to share them. Explaining how the Facebook newsfeed algorithm works. It's based on what you tell Facebook is relevant to you. There are people who have like a huge number of likes on their Facebook pages, but people aren't seeing their content. Facebook protects us from unwanted content. What you create depends on what you want to achieve, and unfortunately, advertising really isn't shared unless it also entertains and educates. Your brand is not what you sell. Your brand is how you sell it. It's about your values, and your content must not contradict your brand values, but don't limit your content and don't limit yourself. Company who are doing exactly that, Red Bull. They don't spend a lot of time on their website talking about the virtues of their soft drink because no one cares. Their target audience love and share extreme sports content, so that's what they focus on. Figure out what your audience love, need, and want. What will blow people's minds? Well, to succeed, I think you need to research your audience. I like to use surveys and focus groups. If you don't frame your content appropriately and get that spark of interest from people, you could have created the greatest content on the planet, but no one will see it. This is the book that helped me and everyone else at Distilled frame content better. It's called Made to Stick, and it's all about how ideas spread, what makes an idea shareable. Definitely read this, it's fantastic. It's incredibly hard to predict what will resonate online. There's too many factors. At some point, you just have to launch. You don't launch anything, you can't learn anything. Throw shit against the wall and analyse what sticks. I believe failure is a necessary part of the process. So what I want to talk to you now about is how to live to fight another day. So these are just some quick fire tips of the stuff I've done, the stuff I've learned, and hopefully you can take these away and apply them for yourself. Pick your battles. If there's no appetite for content to entertain or educate, just focus on content to persuade or convert first. 2, recognise pitfalls and stumbling blocks when you come up against them. Don't just power on through. You risk wasting time and effort on something that might never be launched. Prepare to start over all from the beginning if you have to. 3, make your content go further. Prove your worth. Make sure your content works across all browsers and devices. Check out how are people accessing your content, which browsers, which devices. Make your headline and social share copy clicky. Create images for social sharing. This is my favourite tip. Place retargeting pixels on all of your content. Also test paid promotion. Paid media is not dirty. It's not dirty to pay to promote your stuff. I feel like as an industry we need to get over this. Like, paid is fine. Paid is good. It increases your reach. It increases your audience. But you need to test what works for you and just chuck money at stuff blindly. 4. Plan to fail. Be honest about what you're doing. Talk openly about the risk and why it's important to try anyway. Manage expectations and agree what success looks like before you launch. Learn from failure. Deconstruct what didn't work and share your learning with everyone. So don't be tempted to hide your failures. Actually celebrate them, talk about them openly, talk about what you've learned. Most importantly, keep going. You want to build up a whole catalogue of content to do this for you. This is a brave new world. How we consume content online has and will continue to change. Permission may no longer be enough. Cover all of these bases, but you need content to entertain and educate, to increase your reach. And people need to love your marketing, so throw more shit against the wall and analyse what sticks.